EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to Southern California as we've got playoff football ahead in the City of Angels. Tonight, it's the NFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Washington Redskins and the Los Angeles Rams. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wild card game. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
We go tonight. 180.
Hey, I'm coming.
Hey, tonight.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Hold on. Check. 5.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Montez Sweat charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Goff now looks to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Let's go. At the 50-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Andrews. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done. Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Able to get this to Gordon. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Andrews from the gun, he'll throw. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Looking to throw. Andrews. He'll buy some time right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Dante Fowler showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4.
It's 2nd down.
So after the sack here, 2nd and 14.
Watch the twist. He's crossing. Anyway.
Now the first carry for Bryce Love. And some nifty running right away as he'll get this up past the 30. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down. So do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility. But now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by John Johnson. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. He was looking for Paul Richardson there.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The first down run with Gurley, a good one. He gets forward for 6 yards. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Goff. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Gone. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Montez Sweat able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Goff. And an alley to run. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's 4th. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. And, they had him bottled up, but here's a late flag, and a face mask is going to get a much better starting position. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And here's Andrews, throwing on 3rd and long. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tressway to punt it away. JoJo Natson back deep for the Rams. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is in this situation.
He's got it at the 15. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. But now it's 3rd and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Goff. And that one's complete to Gurley. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be 4th down. Zerline's kick is up and through. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
To throw is Andrews on 1st and 10. And that's complete. It's Sims. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards. Now Andrews throwing on 1st down. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. His 2nd catch in this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Andrews now operating from the gun. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. 2nd and 10. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
On 1st down, here's Love. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down. Andrews on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Tighten up.
Back to throw. Andrews looking for his running back, and he's got him. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And here's Andrews to throw on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, LA. Todd Gurley, 57 yards. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive is going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. 2nd and 1. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Andrews. From the gun, he'll throw. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Kerrigan in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. To throw is gone. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Now Goff. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at the 23. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown. $75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Goff. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
5.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. He's letting it. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Cooks, 55 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Now Andrews on 1st and 10. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington! Terry McLaurin, 65 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Let's go, baby.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Again they run with Gurley. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Goff now looking to throw. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Jonathan Allen in there to drop him for a loss on the play.
Here goes tonight. Hey, kill. 120.
Who that? Watch the eye.
76. Tell him. 76. 76.
Throwing on second down. Goff. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down.
We're good.
Check. Lucky.
Hold on. Check.
Back to throw. Goff. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Andrews. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Give him 30 yards there. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a give. Right side, it's Geis. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Watch the safety creek.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
Let's go, boys.
10 more there and another first down.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Second and goal at the 1-yard line.
Geis alone in the backfield here, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Darius Geis, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
120.
1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Rams on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 9.
Check 31. 2 for 1. 2 for 1.
Goff now to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. It's Love, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Slam, slam, slam.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He gets it to Sims, complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Complete. Richardson has it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Andrews now throwing on 1st down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Get in the weight room. Showing up. Showing up.
Here's Geis. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Andrews operating from the gun. And that's caught by Smith. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Switch up, switch up.
On 1st down, it's gone. And he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Give him 8 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley with his second touchdown of the night as his guys are back within a single score. He's having a nice little game. Maybe already has an eye on that third touchdown.
And how about what our producer, Christian McLeod, likes to say when they've scored touchdowns like this? He's put a tent up in Touchdown City.
But he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with Geis. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
And here's Andrews looking to throw on 2nd down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. He'll look to throw. And Woods has it complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's gone. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Goff now to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Montez Sweat in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Goff. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Goff now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. Back to throw. His throw incomplete. That time trying to find Gerald Everett, but it'll be 2nd down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
Well, to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with it.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Goff. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Montez Sweat. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here.
Here we go, G. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
On 1st down, Love. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. And losing in this wild card round, you know, they've got something to build on, though, for next year. But I don't know if they want to hear that right now.
Maybe not at the moment, but once they get away from it a little bit and they get to their off-season program, they'll start to talk about that. And I like how you framed it, building blocks, you know, building this program up. And one of my favorite coaches always talks about brick by brick, you build a program. And this is one of those bricks to build them towards the next season where they think they have a chance to advance farther in the playoffs.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Los Angeles.